Morning, everybody. Today I'm down the ports. Finally got out to do something other than Amazon or McCormick's. So if you don't know what happens down the ports, let me show you what else I work on. Oh, well, there's a little bit of what I work on. Ooh. So these are what actually unload, sea containers from trucks and boats. Each sea container has a little notch that this flips in. You can see it's two pieces. Well, that piece there will flip 90 degrees to lock into a notch. And all four of those that you see, there's those two hanging down. Those two, those will lock in. This combination, this truck, these trucks, you see the 1150, these are base rated for 115,000 pounds. A fully loaded sea container, like you see over there in the distance, can weigh up to around 90. So you're working on something big when it has a porch. That's what I always say. Get my coffee here. So this is what's called a top loader. Let me give you the wide view. There we go. So this is your dashboard, your various gauges. What we got here: coolant, oil, battery, fuel, and oil temperature. There's your control. This does all the functions. Here, let me go ahead and sit down. This does all the functions, and these are actually help for operator presence. They detect you holding the handle. Got your horn, you got your directions. You can't quite see it. You can kind of see what's left of a 4, but these are multi-speed forward and reverse. While you're sitting here, this is what you're looking at. That mast can go up to 5 stories. If you look over in the distance, you can see this is an empty handler. That actually goes up to 6 stories. And those are made to pick up not so heavy. You got your pedals down here, throttle, brake, and inching. Inching is when you push this down, it engages the brakes and disengages the automatic transmission, kind of like a clutch pedal. That way you can sit, rev the engine to give your lift a little more chutzpah for lifting up. These come with 8.9 liter Cummins engines, which as of lately have been acting like junk. Lots of problems. See that big ass turbo right there? The only thing that supports the weight of that big ass turbo is the cast iron exhaust manifold. And then they wonder why they break all the time. Now these white ones, like this one here, this one's yellow, this is an older one. This white one here, I was part of the crew that helped put 16 of these together. Reach stacker, some of the empties. I mean, the tire right here, this is eye level, just so that you know. And so the one we just looked at's for the full containers. This one's for empty. If you notice, the spreader on it is significantly different. Very flat versus this big old hangy thing. And that is because on these, since the containers are empty, they only have 2 of the little lock notches. And then when you pick it up, it just kind of leans against these pads here and just picks up and gets put where it needs to go. Inside the operator's compartment's all the same as far as what's up in there. As you can see, these are only rated for 20,000 pounds because most of your empties are about 4,000 or 5,000 pounds. So, since you're going up that high, the higher you go, the more stability and weight capacity you lose. But figured this would be a good quick intro. I don't get down here very often, but we're here now, so I figured I'd give a message. And we work on all these down here. So anything coming into the Port of Baltimore, a machine that I have worked on has touched it. It's one of those neat things that you can say when you're in the industry. Like, oh, there's tube socks? Yeah, they probably got here due to our help. But that's also why we, during the Fluvid, we were considered critical infrastructure and were told we could not close because they needed us to keep this stuff going. So anyway, there's that. A little quick intro to the ports and some of the other stuff I work on. And I will see everybody later. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later. Remember how I said the engines kind of, the new Cummins industrial engines are kind of junk? There you go. I had to pull one out to completely reseal it because it was leaking from everything. There'd normally be a radiator right in there. That's been pulled because that was leaking. It's part of the exhaust. More of the exhaust. Spreader holding high. But yeah, I just figured I walked over here, figured I'd show you. Yeah, like we do all kinds of dumb stuff down here on these engines. Ugh. Ah, here we go. There's a good bonus shot. Cummins 8.9. All they ever do is leak, blow turbos. Oh, and the turbo coolers as well. See, like this whole thing is just supported by cast iron, and they all break right in there. It's just a matter of time, because this whole thing, I mean, that's probably 150 pounds, just breaks. They suck. But yeah, I figured notice that, I figured I'd add that on to the end. A little bonus shot. Oh yeah, see how this is new? From the factory, every one of these trucks, turns out that this front cover, all those bolts were finger tight. So that whole thing would start to move and move on the loose bolts and just blow out that seal. Every single one down here. So anyway, there you go. A little bonus footage. I'll talk to you later.